I think I was pretty calm. I don't think there was anything that I was like anticipating to go wrong, just because, I'm young. And so they say, oh, everything's usually fine. Like, I don't really have any risks of anything. So I was fine. I was excited to just see my baby and think about maybe or guess what our gender was going to be. But other than that, it was exciting going into it.
And I was super excited just due to the fact that, baby number 2, we obviously have a daughter here at home, but at the same time, we decided not to find out the gender, mainly me, just until birth. And so going into this 20-week appointment, I was just excited to hear the heartbeat, see the baby developing, and obviously you have one at home. So it's nice to, know that the baby's progressing and everything's fine, going into that 20-week appointment, the halfway mark. Initially, I didn't think much of it. The doctor had said that there was some liquid and that the cerebellum, which is a part back in the back of the brain that I was unfamiliar with, was developing a little bit slower. And I just thought, okay, the baby is small, so maybe it's just taking this baby a little bit longer. So I didn't think too much of it until he decided to refer us to a specialist at Maternal Fetal Medicine, or MFM.
Yeah, so I think I did get in my head a little bit when they said, the cerebellum's measuring a little bit smaller. I believe they also said that there was another part of the brain that was growing a little bit bigger. And so it was like that was ahead and then something was behind. So those two findings made them feel a little uneasy. So they wanted to refer us to MFM, Maternal Fetal Medicine. This was right before our 5-year anniversary. So I decided that I didn't want to think too much about it. I didn't want to let my anxiety get the best of it. So I would just kind of forget about it. And then when we went to our specialist, then we would worry about it then. So for really 2 weeks, I was just trying to go with the flow. So the MFM is maternal fetal medicine. So they're specialists for high-risk pregnancy. So technically, like if you have a twin pregnancy or anything like that, sometimes you're referred to a maternal fetal medicine specialist. And so with these risks, they wanted us to go in for deeper ultrasound that could be with specialist doctors who might see these characteristics for, disorders or different diagnoses. And so it probably took us about 2 weeks to get into the MFM.
And as far as my experience, I had no idea what the MFM was. Essentially, he still said, hey, we have another appointment. Our doctor at the OBGYN said, hey, we need you to go to this appointment due to the findings that they had found, but that didn't trigger anything inside of me as far as what I needed to be anticipating. And so I just thought, another checkup to make sure that the baby's developing correctly. And the pregnancy and, process with our first daughter went so smoothly that I thought, this one will just be just as smooth. So it kind of caught me off guard when they were referring us to someone else, but I was still very, in the dark as far as what they were going to tell us apart from what the OBGYN told us.